So Mia, obviously in September you did your ACL, and now you're 2 months post-surgery. How was the whole process?
Yeah, everything's going really well. I'm in like a really good place with things, which I'm really happy about. I feel like I've definitely accepted it now, the fact that I am going to be out for the whole season. But yeah, I've got a very positive mindset, cracking on, ticking all the boxes, celebrating the little wins as well. So yeah, I definitely say that I'm in a very good place with things. So yeah.
And so obviously it's been a little while now, but when you first found out or when you were there when you had your injury, what was the first thing that goes through your head? And once you find out that actually is a diagnosis, like what's the process that goes into planning for what could be a year of recovery?
Yeah, I think speaking from the start of the injury itself, usually when you get the player telling you that like, look, something's wrong, you know that like something definitely has been like ruptured or some sort of like serious injury. So first glance I saw Mia like obviously in tears and kind of like suffering in some sort of pain there. And then I kind of knew that, look, there's something that's quite serious that's happened. And then obviously physios were trained to do certain tests on the pitch to confirm it or rule out certain things. And there was like Mia mentioned about laxity test. It's called the Lackman test, which I did on the pitch, which felt there's a lot of give. So there's too much movement in the knee, which meant that something has ruptured. And so like I gave that news quite early on to me. Yeah. Look, I think we definitely need a scan here. And from there we did a scan, and the scan did confirm a long-term injury called the ACL, an ACL tear, which requires surgery for athletes. And from there, how it plans out is once I get a diagnosis, the right diagnosis, and the right surgeon to perform the surgery with, we plan out the full rehab from start to finish. For an ACL surgery, typically it's around 9 to 12 months. There's a range from 9 to 12 because it depends on whether like things like the meniscus was involved as well, which could prolong the process. But thankfully for Mia's case, her meniscus was very nicely intact, which means that it wouldn't be too much longer than the 9-month mark in our sort of estimation there. Yeah. So we planned it out, and I created a document for Mia to show what she needs to do during the 9 months, and exit criteria for each stage to mark those milestones, like her first time without crutch, her first normal walk, the first run, which is not there yet, but we're building towards it, and then eventually a return to play with the team. So I think that's the rough timeline we're looking at for Mia.
And so obviously it's Suren said that you said you want to miss, but it could be quite bad.
Yes.
First of all, how would it feel in that moment? Yeah. And also when you get this quite massive plan for it, is it quite daunting?
Yeah. I think initially, as soon as I did it, like obviously all the girls and whoever who've done their knees before will know exactly how it feels in the moment. You kind of do know if it's something bad or not, and obviously my mind instantly went to the fact that I had like done the injury that I did, and I'm kind of grateful that my mind did go there straight away, because I then prepared myself like for the process. I kind of got my emotions out straight away. I had a lot of support around me in terms of my family, obviously close friends, Suren, obviously all the technical staff as well, which quite a lot of people don't have access to that. So yeah, I definitely say it was very daunting for me at the start, but I can't like stress the importance enough of trying to get your emotions out and trying to accept it, because now I'm in such a good place mentally where I feel like I can like genuinely like deal with it and come back stronger. So yeah, in a very good place with things now. So.
And so as I mentioned, there's quite a few milestones that you have to go through, and ones you've gone through already. So what were the biggest ones that you did?
Yeah, I think one of my first ones was actually getting off my crutches, which took me a while. It was about I'd probably say like the 4-week mark to about 5 or 6 weeks, something like that. So I'd say that I think first of all actually celebrating the fact that I had an operation as well, and being grateful for that with like a top surgeon. So actually getting through the operation in the first place, because for me that was my first like major operation. I've never done anything like this before, so I did kind of celebrate like that a bit, especially after being in a lot of pain. So yeah, getting off crutches, just driving again, being able to walk properly without a limp, I'd say. And generally, like just getting in the gym and being in and around the girls as well. I don't think people realise how much of a positive impact it has. So yeah, just like increasing weights, getting strong. Getting wham, as you say. But just like deadlift, squatting, leg press. Doing just like the basic stuff that you kind of neglect at the start. So I'd probably say they're my like main milestones at the minute. And then obviously we'll work to like run on the AutoG, run on the grass, which obviously I don't want to look too far ahead yet, but yeah, there's some very exciting things that I can definitely look forward to. So yeah.
And you mentioned the phases. So what's the kind of looking
Yeah, so like what Mia mentioned earlier, the first phase was to get back into normal walking.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of tests we did to make sure she's not limping, or that can result in kind of like serious downstream effects like poor running form and things like that. So once she was able to walk normally, that we typically aim within the first month. So which she has cleared very nicely now. The next aim would be, the next big milestone is a return to run. So running needs you need adequate strength on that single leg support, making sure there's enough strength. So that's what we're working on the next on this 6-week block, which she has 4 weeks left till that goal that we want to try and achieve. So next we return to run. So once she can get running, we'll get her onto the pitch quite soon, and then there'll be the element of progressing into contact and like getting used to like body challenges and body hits eventually after that running phase as well. So we're looking at first month walking. Within month 4 to 5, that's when we want to aim to get her first run in, and then between months 5 to 9, we build up that running tolerance and build into like training and contact training. So that's how it roughly looks like from here.
And then obviously there's so much that goes into the physical side of it, but as you mentioned, mentally it can have a massive toll on people. And I wanted to mention, I know on one of the matches there was a girl that came down quite young with an ACL.
Yeah.
How important do you think it is speaking to other people, especially how young she is, to speak to someone like you who experienced it and just to talk about it?
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say that it's like the easiest thing in the world, because like it's not. I'd be lying to myself, to like you guys, to obviously you as well. But I definitely say like it is extremely mentally challenging. But if you can genuinely get through an injury like this, like you can get through absolutely anything. And I think it's so important to stress the fact that obviously this injury is such a prominent thing, and it's becoming like a bit more of like a weekly occurrence at the minute. So I think it's just about, making sure that you have the right support around you first and foremost. And about realising as well, like, it's not the end of the world. As much as we are like professional footballers, we're also people as well. And I think it's about, I don't know, like having gratitude for the things outside of football, whether that's your family, your friends, your social life, and making sure that you confide and stuff like that, because it's very easy to kind of isolate yourself, and I feel like that then makes the process so much harder for you. So it's about using the resources around you, using the people. But yeah, it's obviously not nice, especially when young girls do it, and you can't sit there and say that obviously like it's going to be all sunshine and rainbows, because it's not. There's definitely going to be days where you do have down days, but I think it's trying to like that same way you can work on your mental side, which you never really get the chance to do in football. So I just know now that when I do return to the pitch, I'm going to be grateful for so much more, every single training session, every single game, for the people around me as well that I've genuinely realised who actually cares for me. And yeah, stressing the importance of that, and I can now give back to obviously the girls and all the people that have helped me out as well. So I think it's definitely trying to, I don't know, just as easy as I'm trying to say, like keep a positive mindset, but also trying to sit with the emotions that you feel as well, and know that it is going to get better, and kind of just making sure you grind through the process now, and everything else will fall in place. So I know obviously when I do get back on the pitch now that I'm going to be like as strong both physically and like mentally than I've ever been. And I'm really looking forward to seeing like the best version of myself, because I've got a chance to work on that for the next 9 or so months. So yeah. Oh yeah.
Great.
Yeah, there we are. Thank you guys. Sorry.